Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're back in a Men of War Assault Squad 2 and we're on a recovery of Rostov. So I'm guessing, well, we're getting attacked by Marder's, Panzer IIIs and stuff like that, and we have two guns to our disposal in the form of two ZIS-2s. Hopefully they do their job well, otherwise, well, we're going to get pretty much lambasted in this one. And I'm guessing then we're going to have to move forward. So we'll group our guys together first while we're getting attacked. I don't think moving our guys forward is the best thing to do right now. Trying to stay in a much more defensive formation is probably the best thing to do. The guys have been killed off the ZIS-2, or they haven't been killed, they've just been blown off of it. So if you could get back on it, sir, that would be incredibly useful. Come on. Right, turn the gun and fire. Good hit. Looks like it is stunned. Yes, it was stunned for a second and then they missed. Right, try again. Right, has anybody got some AT grenades? Right, we have one AT grenade, but that's completely fine. Looks like... oh, is it dead? Or is it just hull destroyed? It looks like the hull is destroyed since it's set on fire. This guy is moving by himself. Would be kind of nice if he moved back. It's incredibly annoying, the move command that some of these guys have. It looks like we can restore ourselves a Panzer III. There's a half-track and a few more guys around the place, so not too bothered about them. Right, all these guys are on don't move. Right, let's just push our tanks forward. We'll take off the guys in due course. It looks like we have... oh dear, somebody just got shot off the side. Oh, it looks like these guys are getting ranged by... is it that Stug? No, it's the 88. Okay, so this T-34 has to move back right now before it gets popped. Second of all, we need to get these troops off of this guy since one of them just got murdered by the 88. These guys want to move forward, okay. So the new guys, who are new to the place, really want to be straight into the battle. And I'd rather they didn't, to be honest. We do have a KV-1, which will be useful in our advances. We have a T-34, so let's just push that up. We have a bunch of, looks like, ammunition places full of infantry. So we have an absolute ton of infantry by our side right now. So let's get them out. Let's move the trucks when we can. We'll also get these guys off of the trucks. We're straight into the fight. Like, there's not a lot I can do here. I need to get all of my infantry members ready and raring to go, since there's a lot of guys left over from what's going on. This guy is getting shot from what seems to be a Jagdpanzer IV. Not exactly sure the KV can actually penetrate it. It might be able to. I think it could from that range, the 76mm. But everybody needs to stay back. Right, so one thing we could focus on is moving up the ZIS-2s to try and combat some of the machines that we see up there. At the same time, we need to move these trucks so they stop getting shot. The ammunition trucks are useful. Right, okay. Look, can you stop moving forward? Get back behind the damn hill. I understand you all want to be heroes. Today is not the day for heroics, though. Today is the time for very slow advance and very methodical advance. We're going to push down the right side because it has this little hill here, and that means that we should be able to get some nice shots on the side of the armor. Not exactly sure we can hit that Jagdpanzer IV. We can definitely hit this guy, though. For some reason, our KV decided to fire AP. Not going to judge. Maybe it's a new crew. And the ZIS-2 needs to move up as well, so there we go. Let's push the ZIS-2 up. Did you miss your first shot? It seems like you did. That one just bounced straight off. That's kind of worrying. But there is actually nobody in that anymore. So what we're going to do with the KV, turn and fire one. Okay, we took somebody out. The idea is to fell this building, so the Jagdpanzer will be able to get shot in the side. If it keeps shooting our KV in the front, then we have to do something about it. It looks like it's not as easy as that, though. They do have a 75 over there, so that's something to work on. We should probably move up one squad to here, and another one of our squads to here. There we go. We'll move our ZIS-2 to here. And where is our other ZIS-2? Our other ZIS-2 is sat in the back, so we'll push it up so it goes here. The KV does not have a gun, and it's also down to 2 crew, which is very unfortunate. So we do need to repair this. We also need to repair this. We might as well get both guys out so it stops getting shot. And the ZIS-2 will be in position to fire back very shortly. This guy shouldn't be able to shoot through there, but the ZIS-2 should be able to. Or at least attempt to. I don't really want to go over this hill for obvious reasons. With a 75mm plus a machine gun, it's probably better to try and engage with grenades and then push forward. So that's what we're going to do. That's a good throw. Now we need to pull back. Beautiful. Right, forward ho. We do have to deal with some mortars. Looks like we have 2 mortars in this vicinity, so pushing up is probably the best thing to do. Right, first of all, take out all of these guys. Thank you. Right, so that's the machine gun down. They have an 88 back there, so let's just keep pushing up. These 2 squads are going to be the one to push up. We can't deal with this amount of mortar fire. We could push up the KV to here, since it can't get attacked by its fellow people. Looks like we've lost one of these IS-2s on this side, and was it able to do anything? It doesn't particularly look like it, which is definitely a shame. The KV-2 in itself is back up and operational, so we'll get back inside of it. We could push it forward if we required. I don't think it's the right thing to do, though. Yeah, the ZIS-2 did get absolutely blown up. So here's the KV-2. Has to deal with a tankette in the form of a Panzer I. And this still has men on it, so throwing an AP grenade is probably the best thing to do. So, could we please move around and throw the grenade, please? There's at least one guy down. For some reason we're struggling to throw a grenade at this. I'm very confused. So let's just get one of our men. Direct control, good throw. Right, so that should be him dead, and then we can push forward. Right, push in. Go, go, go. If we lose a few of them, that's completely fine. Because once they get into position, they'll be able to do a lot of work. AP grenade on the mortar would be a great idea. That's a good throw from our machine gunner. Good stuff, right, so that's the mortars neutralized. These guys need to stay here and not go around the corner, otherwise they will get blasted into space. AP shell is being loaded. How about we just take out this tankette while we're here? Just so that's at least another machine gun down. We'll use this squad to cover the KV-1 in the area. There we go. I have no idea how we're going to push through the center. It seems like with the machine gun there, with the Jagdpanzer here, the Jagdpanzer actually has been hit. So the Jagdpanzer is dead. So we don't have to worry about that now. It's a Stug and an 88. Okay. But since we've created a gap in the right side, I think it's worth... we can push this guy forward. I think he should be able to deal with the Stug frontally. I would prefer him to shoot the 88 though, so let's load HE and fire at it. Not in a great position to defend ourselves, but hopefully the 88 misses. Fire one. Oh dear, that's not looking good, is it? I don't think the 88 can actually hit the KV from where it is, so let's actually change fire to this thing. We do have plenty of infantry back here. So what we'll do is we'll get the infantry behind this little knoll here. Get the T-34s ready to push. Once the vehicles are dead, the T-34s can push with the infantry as well. It looks like there is actually quite a few men in the buildings around, which is an issue. I feel like the KV-1 just blasted over the top of the Stug there. It's getting close though. And maybe it's worth getting another group to support these guys. We can't commit our tanks because the tanks will just die. Let's just repair this while we're here. This is completely useless in its current place, so let's move it up so it has a position where it can shoot from. These guys have been pushing forward by themselves. Good for them, I suppose. They've taken out the machine gunner at least. But let's get another lump of men, and let's put them off free movement. Let's push them up as well. Vehicle is repaired, which will be the truck. And it looks like the Stug is still alive. It has taken some damage from the KV-1. It's tracked now. So we can actually go around. Which means that pushing up this and pushing up this to get a nice side shot on it, or maybe not. Right, HE that. You missed. Try again. This guy needs to keep pushing forward. Oh, it looks like he's blown out the thing in front of him. Right, it's dead. Go, go, go. Right, T-34 is inbound, meaning that taking out this Stug should be easy to do. We've also got machine gun support. Right, fire straight into that side, baby. That's lovely to see, right. That means this KV-1 is able to push forward. We can also engage our other T-34 in the area to try and clear out some of these guys around here, meaning that we will take the front line of this. I don't want to commit my troops over, even though I've committed some of them. I don't want to commit all of them. The some which were committed, especially on the right side, did a wonderful job at taking out the mortars. On this side, not so much, but good enough, I think is the way that we categorize that. Still goes flying now, but the KV is sat in a position. It needs to load HE, so we can just plonk some in these houses where we know people are waiting. And if we do that, that opens them up to get shot at, or at least you'd hope so. And then we can easily just push through. The easiest way of doing this is to barrage through with the KV. Just put a big hole in the line. So since the HE shots don't seem to be working out so well, I think we'll do that. So we take one hit. As you can see, it takes about 2 hits to knock down some of this house. But with a KV, it just takes some fuel if you feel like it. So, forward ho, we'll create our own way of getting through. Lovely stuff. And now we'll move back, since there is troops around the area, and what seems to be some kind of gun back here. There is a 37. So it's time for these infantry members to redeem themselves, or at least do a little bit better than they did before. Taking out that 37 is going to be absolutely crucial in moving forward. Getting shot in the side by a 37mm will do a lot of damage to our T-34s. Not so sure it would do anything to the KVs, but, well, you never know. The 37 hasn't turned. It's probably loading HE at this moment in time, but we can go around the side with this lad. And as you can see, that's a good toss. And when these guys are dead, we can now push up. So go, go, go. Take out the last 2 members. Get an AT grenade on this if we can. Just take the hit on the AP. Beautiful stuff. Well done. Right, so we have taken this area. Now we have to take out the other 37, which shouldn't be too hard to do if we set up in this position here. That's a good hit. One of the guys is taken out, the second one is very low. So we finally were able to hit it. Last guy is taking damage, looks like some kind of tank commander there. And one of the last guys holding the front is this lad here. I don't feel particularly happy for him. I would, if I was him, retreat, since he's running out of men. This area over here is not great for us, but pushing up these lads to this position will help out. So we've eliminated the first line of forces. One of the issues is that there's a machine gun over there. So if we move up the KV-1 to try and hit this, if we can, then that would be great for us. Looks like the machine guns are firing, which is good enough. Let's push up these guys to here. There's literally a guy with a machine gun just sat around the corner. Okay. That was a bad move. Right, so we need a different move. The move is to move these guys back and to once again use our KV as a battering ram. So, hello, how are you doing? And we HE that. Take that out. Keep moving forward. And then we bring in the infantry support to help out with the gap. Perfecto. Right, so... oh, we have some more supply trucks. Isn't that nice? That means we have more infantry. There we go. It looks like our guys don't particularly need supplies. And I don't think... Where did we get this? Oh, that came along. Great. That's going to be useful. I don't think committing the T-34s is the right thing to do. With these new men, though, we will just keep them on the front lines. Right, there we go. We can repair this Jagdpanzer 4, so because there's only one lad left, that's going to be his job. We should try and move some of these guys to a better position, but to be honest, there really isn't one. It's a rough place to be over here. There is some kind of gun in this area. Can't exactly see what it is. Ah, there it is. So it's a machine gun. Okay, so we'll move these guys back for now. And the KV, which has made the hole, will push forward through here. You'll have to destroy a few more houses, but that's completely fine. If we just keep moving forward, we'll be in good stead. Oh, that's a machine gun down there, so we'll keep to here before we get killed by that. But yeah, a lot of these German troops avow their mode retreats, or get ready with AT grenades, because these machine guns are not going to do diddly against any of our KVs. There we go. We are repairing the Jagdpanzer, which will be very useful pushing forward. They have a SDKFZ there. He's about to meet his maker with a KV, who's going to just bust straight through here. With these, I think it's a good idea to try and clear out some of the infantry we see in the area. So let's take out this guy. Let's push to here, do the same thing with the other two. And now we have to secure the stores. Now they have a Panzer III. Nothing there, and another Panzer III. If they have some 75s, they may be useful against our KVs, but that's really about it. This KV has got himself stuck in a dodgy situation. I have no idea why he's decided to do that, so we're going to use... Oh, okay, maybe that's why. Has he just got himself stuck? It seems like it. Does this wall not like to be destroyed? Do we have to fight our way out? German counterattack. Nothing is in position to deal with a German counterattack right now. At least none of my men. Alright, let's go. It looks like the counterattack is coming down from here. So we should actually set up our men in a slightly better position. I mean, we could get into this burning house. Maybe that would help them. We need to get our T-34s into the city, but as I said, like, there's so many areas where we can't get our men through here at all. There's just a random guy sat here, so let's just take him out. Our KV's getting flanked by a Hetzer. Maybe it's best just to keep this KV back and then push him up when required. At the same time, we should take this house. Since the enemy is taking their houses, we should take ours. Let's get in this one. Oh dear, he's dead. But let's see what they have in the counterattack. All I see is a Hetzer. I don't think a Hetzer's that useful. Especially when I have a KV staring at it. So what we might have to do is use... I wonder if anybody has explosives. Alright, let's load HE and see how many shots it takes to destroy these. The Hetzer has got himself stuck. Right, it only takes one shot to destroy these, so... we could have actually pushed through there with minimal issues, but instead, let's just go around. So, we have this. This is never going to get used, it's too lightly armored. The T-34 should get in a position where I know they can push forward. At the same time, we should probably repair all of the Russian machines that we can. And at the same time, let's just push this Hetzer. How are you doing? Excuse me, sir. How did you find yourself below this wonderful hangar? So that's the engine taken out of the Hetzer. Looks like a guy has got out of it, so we're going to move back with the KV since he's done his job. And we are definitely having issues down this corridor. So let's reinforce it with a T-34. Actually, no, it's too shallow for us to do it, so we're going to just have to reinforce it with men. We could also flank them quite hard with this KV, who, as you can see, has decided to take it upon himself to knock down the house where a lot of my infantry is situated. And at the same time, it would be nice to push one of our tanks through to the end. Maybe if we push up this KV to here. You can see a death ground here that our men have created. Actually, no, let's just move this KV forward. And we'll bring the T-34 in its place. This KV needs some men to look after him, though. Looks like they're going to have to come from the back. That's completely fine with me. Let's get more men into the battle. And at the same time, we can move up some of our other men to more aggressive positions. These guys are holding strong, though. I don't want them to be moved or changed. KV around the back. We'll have to deal with this STKFC, since it's doing not a lot of damage, but it's annoying, we should say. And it will be very good against the infantry members that we have. So let's get into this house. As you can see, we're just trying to set up an aggressive position near these areas here, so we can deal with them. At the same time, we do need to deal with the tanks that are in the place. So we'll push the KV to the right, so it can deal with this Panzer III. And the infantry members should be there now, which they are. Alright, so let's move to this one with this infantry. My KV just can keep barreling forward. And its trademark way. Right, let's push through here. Hopefully we have AP loaded. Looks like we do. The main thing we have to deal with is that Panzer. Looks like something fell off the front of it. Yep, definitely on fire. And now all we have to do with this KV is turn on the machine gun and then let it do its work, while our infantry from the houses help it out. At the same points, we can move the T-34 forwards, but it looks like this guy is a lot more entrenched in his position, meaning that we're going to have to do a full move around, which means that we need to engage some more infantry members, which will be used to, let's just go here, since they have a lot less members now. So let's push this way. We need AP loaded. Could you please aim the right way, sir? There we go. Panzer III is down. So let's move this guy back. It looks like they don't have a lot of people left, meaning that moving forward with our squads, which have taken a little bit of damage, is the right thing to do. So we'll push them into these areas. There we go. Finally took the guy out behind us. I'm amazed that we can't take this guy out. Do we have to crouch? Yeah, it looks like we have to crouch. So up, and then down, and then through we go. Lovely stuff. So those bricks work both ways, unfortunately for them. Looks like our members have got into the position where they can fight from. Now, is it worth putting in more tanks? I don't think so. The best thing we can do is maybe set them up in a kind of pseudo-assembly area. So we'll do that. There we go. And then we can push these guys forward, which is a conglomeration of two squads which have taken a hell of a lot of damage. Their T-34 is still alive, which is nice to see. Right, that's good pushing forward from the infantry. Now we just have to clear out the next lot. Not exactly sure where the next lot is. Seems to be a few in this area, so we'll go and set up. There's one of them. He has a Kar 98, so he shouldn't do a lot of damage. Do you not feel like shooting him? You maybe grenade him? No? Okay. Oh. Well, that works, I suppose. So in the assembly area, we have the 3 tanks ready to move forward if required. The T-34, I mean, oops, I don't know how that happened, but probably the best thing to do is get the KV to, once again, just use as a battering ram before we move the infantry through the place. Let's just see if this supply truck has anything. Looks like nobody can get to it, so we'll move people back. Let's just check it out. Nope. Well, that's a shame. I'm kind of looking for dynamite. Because I want to blow through this. Unfortunately, all I have is a KV. So, let's make some room, as you can see. And we can change to HE now. Somebody fired a Kar-98 at this. But we'll just keep pushing through until we make a nice, beautiful path for our infantry members. So there we go. We know there is a guy to the right. It seems like he has no AT grenades, otherwise he probably should have thrown them. And we'll just do this. And that. Now, as I said, hopefully we won't have to defend this area, since I'm destroying a lot of the defense, which would be useful for us. So let's just keep pushing forward, making a gap. Right, there we go. Beautiful stuff. Let's destroy that machine gunner, and now let's get the infantry to move in. Alright, 1 squad. Let's get the 2nd squad. Oh, there's a flak back there. Okay. Let's just run into it with the KV. I do not want any of my troops dealing with a flak. Hello. And we have a machine gun back here, which we can also deal with. Hello to you too, sir. And, can we shoot this guy? Or do we have to destroy another building? Looks like we have to destroy another building. Looks like the flag is there. So, we'll make sure to get our troops to there. Hello. Looks like he got run over. There we go. Oh, there's a multitude of flags. So, let's see. Capture the German command posts in the zone, eliminate all resistance. Okay. So we have to kill all the guys over here, so we'll send in the infantry to do that. There's only like 3 guys over here, so taking them out shouldn't be too hard to do. Right, he's going to throw a grenade. So first of all, we throw a grenade at him. Beautiful. So that's the store secured. Now we just have to do the command post. Do not take prisoners. Well, I'm not exactly. Can we actually go behind here? It looks like we can. So let's just take out this SMG infantry on the way. Some of them are trying to scuttle backwards. I don't really blame them, especially with the overwhelming force coming in. This guy's clever. He got himself into a hole. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for him. Right, let's move up here. Hit him in the face. That's a good grenade throw. He's in a position where we can't get at him though. Let's just move over here, deal with these guys, while we get the KV-1 to deal with this guy. And the way we're going to deal with that is with some 76mm Russian HE. Right. How are you doing? How did you miss? I wish the guys couldn't get off the map. That's one of the most annoying things in Men of War. So there we go. There is 1 guy left. So all we have to do is plow through here. Come on! Beautiful. Here were the officers. Without them, the defense will come down. I mean, what defense? We've already cleared the whole map. But there we go. That is the mission complete. We were able to take back what is rightfully ours. 281 men killed with 21 vehicles. We lost a vehicle somewhere. Not exactly sure where that was. It may have been the ZIS-2 if they count that as a vehicle. But we did lose 36 men, which is quite a lot. It's, you know, quite a few squads. So hopefully next time we won't lose as many men. But overall, at least the mission was successful. I'll see you next time.